Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever felt completely lost trying to figure out what you're actually meant to do with your life, I just want to say right off the bat, you are absolutely not alone. Today, we're diving into how to discover your passion. But here's the twist. We're throwing out all the anxiety and the crushing pressure that usually comes with it. Instead, we're going to approach finding your passion as a sense of peace. So let's look at some super simple, grounded ways to reveal what truly makes you come alive.
What is my passion? Man, that is the ultimate heavyweight question, isn't it? We literally lie awake at night, agonizing over career paths, basically treating this like some massive pass or fail test. But the crazy truth is, all that intense overthinking and stress, that's exactly what's blinding us to the answer.
You see, the grand myth we've all been sold is that your passion is this buried treasure you have to frantically dig around for. But the reality is actually so much simpler. Passion lives quietly right inside your daily actions. You literally cannot just think your way into finding your passion. You have to explore your way there. It's all about a peaceful daily practice of trying out new things and just observing how your mind and body naturally react. Okay, moving into part 1, a world without limits. Let's imagine the possibilities. Let's completely clear away the noise for a second with a quick thought experiment. Imagine a life with absolutely no money problems, like your bills are handled forever. Now imagine a life with zero fear of failure and absolutely no judgments from the outside world. If all those chains just vanished today, what would you eagerly wake up to do tomorrow morning? I want you to pay very close attention to this right now. The very first answer that your heart whispers, right before your logical brain steps in to tell you all the reasons why it's impractical, that quiet, immediate, totally instinctual answer is exactly where your true passion hides. Maybe it's baking, maybe it's writing code, or maybe it's organizing local community events. Whatever just flashed into your mind, hold on to it. That little whisper, that's your compass for exploration.
Part 2. Where does time fly? Let's talk about losing track of the clock.
Seriously, what do you do that makes you forget the clock even exists? Take a close look at your simple daily habits. Is it when you're organizing a hopelessly messy room? Maybe it's testing out a new recipe for dinner, tinkering with an engine in the garage, or even just helping a coworker draft an email. You start doing it, and suddenly hours feel like minutes. Those everyday habits? Those are your biggest clues.
When you finally pinpoint that activity where time basically ceases to exist, you've discovered what we call soul's fuel. Hitting this state of flow is the absolute biggest, most undeniable sign of genuine passion. It's not necessarily some grand, sweeping gesture. It's just recognizing those specific moments in your week where the task itself effortlessly fuels your spirit.
Part 3. Following your inner magnet. Let's look at what repeatedly calls out to you.
We all have this inner magnet, right? It's this natural force constantly pulling us towards specific things. So track your daily signals. Look at your browser history, the books you instinctively reach for, the videos you fall down a rabbit hole rewatching. Once you spot these patterns, the trick is to align them with your daily work tasks to actually feel alive. If your magnet keeps pulling you towards storytelling, ask yourself, how can I incorporate a narrative into my dry corporate presentations? Merging your inner magnet with your daily obligations is a total game changer.
Part 4. Clues from your childhood. Returning to your original joys.
You know, the beautiful thing about this peaceful discovery method is that it is absolutely perfectly suitable for every single age group. And that's because our lives give us these massive hints really early on. Think back to your early years. What gave you pure joy? Was it drawing, building crazy couch forts, or doing messy kitchen science experiments? You did them simply for the fun of it. In the present day, your goal is to identify those same core pulls. If you love building those forts, maybe your adult passion involves architecture, or maybe even building community teams. By tracing those childhood joys, you can beautifully align your future work tasks with your deepest, most personal interests.
Part 5. Exceeding your own limits. That drive to just be better.
Now let's be super clear about something. Finding your passion doesn't mean everything is suddenly easy. It definitely doesn't mean every second is just effortless, breezy fun. Sometimes the activity you are most passionate about is incredibly difficult. It's filled with late nights, total frustration, and a ton of effort. But the real difference? It's your unshakable motivation. Even when it's incredibly hard, your heart still says, I want to do this anyway. The effort is willing. It becomes a joyful effort, simply because it matters to you.
You really start to notice the difference between settling for good enough versus actively wanting to be better. When you're stuck doing tasks you aren't passionate about, You just clock in, you clock out, you do the bare minimum to get by, right? But when you are actually fueled by passion, you absolutely refuse to settle. You willingly exceed your own limits. You'll read that extra chapter or practice for that extra hour because your inner magnet is practically demanding it.
So, we arrive at this incredible thought. The activity that makes you feel the most alive will keep you alive for the rest of your life. Finding your passion isn't some agonizing, stressful test. It is fundamentally a peaceful alignment between what you do and who you actually are. So, I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative question. If you know what your soul's fuel is, and you know what simple habits make time fly for you, what is one small thing you can choose to go out and actively explore today to invite that exact joy into your daily routine? Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep exploring, keep listening to those little whispers, and I'll see you in the next explainer.